Okay, next up is from Maurice D. Hey, John, I just read a report that the new Ted Bundy film, Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil, and Vile, starring Zac Efron, will be released on Netflix. This generally happens when with films the studios don't think are worth releasing theatrically. Should we be concerned? Thanks, and keep on bringing the filthy.
Well, I mean, look, everybody knows this is a film I have been looking forward to in particular. I've been quite excited with this. I'm a big fan of Zac Efron as an actor. Having watched the Ted Bundy tape stuff on Netflix, which is the same director, by the way, who's directed this film.
Right. I mean,
and everybody's saying he's done well. Everybody's saying that Zac Efron has done very, very well. Unfortunately, the reviews for the film haven't been overwhelming. They haven't been terrible. They've not been terrible, but they haven't been great. Apparently, only 2 traditional distributors made a bid for it. That was STX and Lionsgate. So none of the big guys were interested in the film. None of the big guys thought there was anything they could do with the film. So Netflix came along and they offered $9 million to secure the distribution for it. And apparently that was the best offer. So $9 million it goes to Netflix. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm disappointed. This is something I'd been looking forward to seeing this getting a theatrical release. I wanted to see this in the theaters, even though the reviews have not been stellar and not been all that great. They haven't been terrible either, though, so keep that in mind. But, I mean, it's coming to Netflix, so I guess I'm going to watch it on Netflix.
See, I look at it differently. In the case of this particular film, like you pointed out, the Ted Bundy tapes just dropped,
right,
which is a 4-part documentary that is riveting. And I am sure they're probably getting huge numbers on that Ted Bundy documentary. And it's by the same director. So they're already in business with Joe. And I think it was just a natural. They're like, we got to have this. I mean, the Ted Bundy documentary is already huge for us. We got to get this movie. It's just synergistic. I mean, they're going to feed off each other. Who isn't going to go watch the movie after they watch the Ted Bundy tapes? I was sorry when the Ted Bundy tapes ended. Because, man, he truly was wicked and vile.
Yeah.
But when you get to hear him in his own words and then watch this movie, I mean, I can't think of a better promotional tactic than having them together.
And you're right. From a Netflix point of view, we're going back to that scene. There's a synergistic kind of thing there. Like
Absolutely.
The one thing's kind of hot for them right now and there. Parlay that. Make sure you have, when people are watching Bundy tapes, make it the first recommendation. Now watch the movie.
Yeah, I mean, what better promotion than you have this great documentary, and it truly is a great documentary, and then you can watch the movie. You know, it's why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Everybody's going to do it.
I am still a little bit surprised, though, that given that a Paramount didn't try to get in their distribution, that Warner Brothers didn't try to get in I am a little bit surprised that the bigger players decided to take a pass on it. But who knows? Maybe it'll work out for Netflix.
But you know, if it's a low-budget movie, in order in this day and age for a studio to take on a film, how much were they going to have to spend marketing a movie like that? And who's going to go? Like, in terms of the film-going audience, you're not going to have parents taking their kids, you know? And so I think Netflix is probably the best place for it. And, you know, a studio's... if this movie came out in 2,000 theaters, I don't think it would do well. I think this is the greatest thing for this movie.
How well would it have to do, though? Because what it costs, like $20 million to make?
But how much does it cost to market? A $20 million movie costs another $20 million spent in marketing.
A distributor would probably have to put $30+ million into it. But I don't know. I just think it was a low enough cost they maybe could have made it back. But you're right. I mean, it is a safer bet.
Would it make $100 million?
It's a safer bet to go to the company that's $7 billion in debt.